This was a tremendously hard-fought contest. First of all, I'd like to give a tremendous amount of credit to Bucknell University, their basketball players, and their coaching staff. They were well prepared. They battled hard. They were a championship contending team throughout the entire year. And we understood that tonight we'd have to be at our best. Unfortunately, we were able to overcome a number of tough runs by Bucknell, circumstances, but regardless of their quality of play, we really never totally bent, we bent, but we didn't break.
Take us to that last defensive possession where you got a big block and ultimately sealed.
Sometimes, I think our energy level and our deflections have been key for us all throughout the year for our defensive presence. We've tried to tactfully excuse me one second. We've tried to be in the right positions consistently throughout the course of the season and with our games. However, when we're able to get deflections, we're able to get steals, and we're even able to get blocks, that changes everything. And a lot of those type of things and those type of plays are instinct plays, where players trust their talent, they trust their natural instincts, and sometimes when you have an aggressive mindset and mentality, it ends up carrying forward for you.
The game's got 4 fouls. CJ leaves a shooter to get the rebound. A lot could have gone wrong, but they made some big plays.
Yeah. I thought Bucknell made some tremendous plays down the stretch. They were able to capitalize from the three-point line. They were able to still put themselves in a position where that last possession could have ultimately changed the course of the game. Gabe was in foul difficulty the whole way through, and obviously both teams scored a great deal, and it was virtually impossible to stop Mike Muscala. However, we basically got to stop when we needed to, and credit our team for not giving up hope, and still staying with it.
Brett, the conversation always seems to be geared towards CJ, but hey, I mean, tonight you just can't overlook the steals, the block shots, the big shots, and everything else that he did out there.
No, you really can't. I mean, he's a primetime player. He not only scores the basketball, he makes other players around him better. He gets key plays in pressure situations. He's done it both offensively and defensively for our team. And, he's also done it with his leadership. And to see all that come together as a complete package, I couldn't be more proud of him. I couldn't be more happy for him. And he's done such an amazing and tremendous job for us.
At times, he plays he plays bigger than his 6'3" height. Wouldn't you say?
He absolutely does. He has excellent length. He has athleticism that is also combined with a quick jump, where he's quick to the ball, and his instincts are impeccable. He just has a nose for the ball. It's part of the reason why he's such a proven scorer, but it's also made him such a dangerous defender as well.
Talk about Gabe on the inside. He had probably his best game against Muscala up to this point.
I thought Gabe's contributions, particularly in the first half, were so critical for our success. It allowed us to establish an interior presence to help soften up a very good Bucknell defense. And because we were able to establish that interior presence, then it opens up the perimeter a little bit more. And it gives us a little bit more balance between our interior and our perimeter as far as our scoring as well. And I think all that's important if you're going to be a successful team, especially against a team as strong defensively as Bucknell.
They tied it. They're 1-1 and got within one or the other. Both times you managed to get defensive stops at that point, so they never got the lead. Was that a big deal that they never got the lead in that second half?
I think it was a big deal. I'm not sure if our players would have folded had they gotten the lead, because we've been in pressure situations. In fact, in the last media timeout, I tried to remind the players in our huddle of the circumstances that we faced last time we were here at Bucknell. There was about 5 minutes left. It was a timeout situation. And I reminded them we went on a 12-2 run. And because we went on that run, and I think it was 12-2, you guys probably know better than I do, it was a 12-2 run. During that run, our defense spurred our offense. Because if you think about it, Mackie McKnight gets a transition opportunity. I think Jordan Hamilton had a transition opportunity. We ended up getting the stop that we needed, which led to CJ's shot. And, there weren't a ton of stops tonight. because both teams were just attacking each other. But the fortunate thing was we got kind of the last stops when we needed them. And certainly credit Bucknell for finding opportunities even to close the gap and really make it as tight as it was.
That last possession, it seemed like they never had a comfortable possession to get the ball where they ultimately wanted, which was Pascal. It seemed like from the beginning of that defensive possession, it was
We're fortunate. We're fortunate that they weren't able to convert. We're fortunate that we have players that really put a priority on defense all throughout the season. And the combination of those things ended up working out for us. I mean, the results could have been different. There's no doubt about that. I think there were two very good teams. But we ended up making the plays at the end. We ended up having the lead towards the end where they had to make the play in order to basically win the game.